another disappointing loss on the road. We seem to fall short. Last 3 road games, we lose by a score. Very hard-fought football game. I thought we had some momentum early, and I thought we came out and got points on the board. And then from there, they got 2 scores, and that was about the game. I thought the punt, the 32-yard punt, that they shanked and we were offside, that was a big play. We would have field position, and maybe we don't score, but we're in position to score. And I think opportunities present themselves, and they capitalized on the opportunities when they presented themselves, and we did not. And that's what the game boils down to. When you lose a game like this, 1-score game, I can go back to all 3 of them that we lost. There's 2 or 3 plays. Michigan State game, we win. We make the plays down the stretch, and that's what it boils down to. So we got to do a better job. We got to get healthy. We got some guys beat up. We get a bye this week. We're a 3-3 football team, 6 games left, and we'll see what we can make out of it. We're still right in it, but we got to win games.
Coach, you knew Snow was dangerous, but did you
realize he's a fabulous player. Now, I just watched him on tape. He was really fabulous. I mean, there was times that we had him doubled, but he still caught the football. You got to give him credit. They found a way to get him the ball and made a lot of big plays for him today.
The goal line stand. You thinking of using Benjamin more in that, or?
Well, yeah, you know, but it's just, you get down there, 4th and 2, at that point, I know I got to score. We kick a field goal down there, we're still down to score. I mean, we're down 4 points, so you're hoping the defense can hold them. And we ended up getting the ball back, but they gave them too many yards, and then we couldn't do anything. So the 4th quarter, we just kind of stalled out. We couldn't score any points.
After that long, great play, that was a little deflating.
Yeah, it was, because you feel like you got some momentum going. You got to give them credit. On the bootleg, they got us in a bad down. You know, we booted out of there, and they got us. They played it and kicked us back, and then we got back into 4th and 2, and you know, that's just the way it goes. You got to give them credit.
It was like Benjamin could do whatever he wanted in the first half, and in the second half.
Well,
how was it so different?
They adjusted some. And you know, with that being said, we got to get the ball to the guys on the perimeter some more too. And we had some opportunities. We just didn't cash in on them. They cashed in on their opportunities, and that's why the game is what it looks like.
How much came out and scored right at the beginning of the 3rd quarter? Mm-hmm. Did you think you were going to be able to kind of open it up a little bit there, maybe?
We did, but here again, you got to give them credit. They got us in some bad downs. They got us in some bad yardage, you know, and that's never good. And I think both teams kind of battle that way, you know, in the second half. It wasn't that. I think both teams kind of adjusted. They hit us on 2 big plays, which when you look at the tape and you go look at the coverage, we were in the right coverage. We just didn't play it very well. And kudos for them, because they made the plays.
How much of an impact did Nikhil Harry getting hurt on that punt return?
Well, yeah, anytime you lose one of your better players, that always hurts you, because Nikhil's going to make some plays. He's like their guy, number 2. You know, he's going to make the unannounced play. You throw him the ball, and all of a sudden he makes some guys miss, and he's running. And we couldn't tackle him. I mean, we had him a couple times. I mean, in the first series, they threw him a little screen, and we had him, and all of a sudden we didn't have him. He broke the tackle and kept running, and he was hot. And, you know, and he's a really good player, and you could tell on film. We knew going in we were going to have to stop number 2. So if you stop number 2, you got a chance.
And what did you think about their adjustments to counter your run game?
They did a nice job. They did a nice job. But they got us in some bad downs too, and that's always bad. You never want to be behind the chains. And hey, we got time now to go back and regroup and look at us. We'll self-scout on offense, defense, and special teams, and then we play Stanford at home, another really good football team. So I just think there's a lot of work to be done still, and we knew that when we started the season off. We got ourselves to 3-3. We could say we could be better than that, but we're not. We're a 3-3 football team. We got some improvement to do.
Sorry, Coach. Could you take me through the strategy of going forward instead of kicking a field goal down there?
Yeah, real strategy wasn't real difficult. We kicked the field goal down there, and we're still down 4 points. We still got to score a touchdown. It just felt like at that point, you guys have seen me before. I'm going for it. I just do. I just think that if we're going to win a game and we're going to beat them, got to make that. That's plain and simple. You have to make those. You got to make it 4th and 2. When you're down there, we have to score a touchdown. Period. If you're going to be a good football team, you score down there. And if you don't, then when we become a really good defense, you got to hold them and make them punt and we get the ball back. Now we got it back, as it turned out. And okay, let's say the game would have kept playing. We can play the number game, and we kick the field goal. We still get beat by 4. So, you know, I don't play those games. When I get in there, I just feel like if we're going to be a good team, you got to score down here, guys. I mean, it's 4th and 2. Now, maybe a long time ago, I didn't think that way. But I just think the way I'm going to call it and the way I do it, and you guys have seen me do it all year, there's 4th down situations when I think we need to do it, and if we don't make it, then you know what? Then we don't deserve it. And you got to make those things. You got to put it on the players. I've always said that. Now, I can always think you can make another call. I get all that. But I just think the situations and the players want to do it too. They know that I'm counting on them to do it. We just didn't get it done. You got to give those guys credit.
And trying to throw
that's an automatic call. I mean, the playing on the road doesn't factor into that at all.
It does, but even playing on the road when you're an underdog, you gotta try to steal a possession and go for it even more when you're the underdog. I mean, that's the logic behind it, you know. That you are the underdog, you're on the road, you just had a nice drive, and you feel like you got momentum, you know, and you feel like you can go in and score and tie it up, and we're in the ball game. If you don't, you feel like you got, what, 9 minutes left. You hold them, they punt, you're gonna get the ball hopefully at the 50, you get another shot. You know, so it just didn't work out.
When did you feel, you said early in your career you may have kicked the field goal.
When I was a pro coach, you know, because
right.
pro football is a little bit different. You know, it's just different. Pro football is different than college in that sense. But I think the more I watched football from afar, you realize that you have to be aggressive and you have to steal momentum. And when you're the underdog and you're on the road, you can't have fear of losing. You got to have more faith in winning. And what are you going to do? And these guys understand that. I'm their coach, and I'm going to put them in position. Now, I can't make the play for them, but they know without a question that we were going. We went for it earlier, and there wasn't even a question. They know, coach going for it. You know, and so I'm going to put it on them. And when we become a really, really good football team, we're going to make a lot of those, and we'll win a lot of games. Look, we went on 4 of them last week. We scored 17 points off 4th down conversions. That's the game. It's about scoring points in college football. And when you have possessions and you have 4th and 1s and 4th and 2s, no different than Colorado. They go for them as well. And I think all college teams do now. I think that's the vogue of college football. You go for it. If you make it, you steal momentum, and you score points. So that's my mindset.
Trying to throw to Hodges there, you've kind of been waiting to use that?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh, yes. And he's, you know, and you know, he had the one, and I don't know if the first one, I thought he caught it. But then I guess the guy made a play at the end. I don't know. And then the one down here, you know, he didn't get it. So.
Did you see the play where Nikhil was hurt?
Yes.
He's returning a punt. It looks like a guy came.
No, you know, we thought that too. What happened was he was a guy that was running down there, and we blocked him out of bounds. Because I asked the official, and he actually came back in and made the play. Because once you block him out of bounds, you can't touch him anymore. So he was smart enough to come back and make the play. Yeah, so good by him.
Was the feeling that N'Keal Harry being out there for most of the second half, but also banged up, that it was a net positive to have him possibly be the decoy or have them have to game plan for him, even though it wasn't really going his direction?
Anytime he's out there, you know, you're concerned. I think people are concerned. You got to figure out where he's at, and he's so competitive. He wanted to play, you know. Now, he was a decoy, but then Frank made a big play. We had some other guys to make some big plays, and that's good because, you know, at times people are going to roll coverage on him. There's nothing you can do. You know, they can take him away if they like, but I mean, then someone else has to make the play. And I think we have enough guys now to know that when you take N'Keal away, we got to have other options to go to.
They beat you twice on the fade.
Sure did.
Yeah, what'd you think about those plays?
We got to cover those. We got our best player out there. I mean, the one, okay, the other one, and he'll probably tell you, we were in 3 deep zone. That was just bailing. And I guess he kind of looked inside, and the guy got behind him. You know, he'll learn. I mean, he's another young guy. You know, he hadn't played corner last year. You know, didn't play a whole lot. Learned how to play corner. He's going to be a really good football player, and it just happened. You know, they hit us on some plays. They hit us on a couple, and we didn't make a couple. That works.
Everybody good?
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. All those going